There you are. I see you. Happy holidays to those who celebrate. Welcome to my channel, Daily Dose of Dricks. And I got a new camera, a new toy, a gift to myself. I wanted to have a reason to play with it and thought this would be a good excuse to use it. So here we are. I'm trying to get the video and the audio correct. So bear with me as I get used to the equipment. It's all about trial and error. Anyways, I thought we'd start out with something fun. Relationship topic. I'll be doing a reaction to the YouTuber channel. It's complicated. So let's get right into it. And hope you enjoy yourself. And remember, this is all for entertainment. With a little bit of truth from moi. All facts, no feelings.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
I'm a 10.
You're a 10?
Obviously.
Does that mean there's like no room for improvement, or?
There's always room for improvement, but I feel like I'm a very original person, like, as you can tell.
A 10?
Like a 14, no, 10.
A 9.
I would rate myself a 10.
A 10?
A 10.
Period.
A 10?
Like 1,000 or something.
A 10?
A 10.
Yeah,
10.
absolutely.
Self-love.
Yeah.
A 10, yes. 10, huh?
All 10s. One claiming to be 1,000. Amazing. Gotta love the confidence these ladies exude. Deity status.
Which of the following is worse, being led on or being cheated on?
Being cheated on.
Both. It's hard.
I say being cheated on because being led on, you're not really with that person yet, but like being cheated on, you're like with that person and they like fucked up their loyalty with you basically.
Okay, and what about you?
Well, it's kind of hard because both are really worse, just because being led on, like, you get all excited and you get your hopes up and then it's like a disappointment. And then being cheated on is more of a betrayal.
I would say those two are very similar. I think they both lack honesty and straightforwardness.
You spitting.
Which I think is essential to a healthy relationship dynamic. So I wouldn't say one is worse than the other. I would say you need honesty for either one of those, You don't want to lead someone on. You don't want to cheat somebody because you wouldn't want to be led on and you wouldn't want to be cheated.
I can't say either is worse, as they both have similarities that lead to the same terrible outcome: betrayal. Led on is definitely cruel, having no intention of building something with someone short or long term, while they believe the opposite, just wasting their time for no reason. You're just keeping that person in limbo, and all that time that you wasted when you could have just been focusing on someone else. That sucks because the duration, it only gets more sinister as they extend that time. That's cold-blooded, doing something like that. While being cheated on, you've already built something with someone, and then it's more than likely ruined in a blink of an eye. Building up trust, hope, faith, security, having them in a position where they're comfortable and vulnerable to then go behind their back for either a temporary or permanent feeling, urge that lead to permanent consequences. Now you have to decide if all that time and effort put into the relationship is a waste or worth it. Most likely for a man, many men, it's over. All the memories, plans, experiences done for. Vamos. All that time down the drain. All of it. Gone. And if you're older, ooh, then the person wastes 5+ years of your life. Now you have to try and find a new lover while being jaded, having a bitter opinion on the opposite gender, which carries on to the next relationship. You're already starting off at a terrible disadvantage. So the next person you meet has to inherit that chaos, that dysfunction, that anger, destructive attitude, trying to figure out why you're being so toxic. You probably start thinking, I hurt them before they hurt me. Engaging in the same toxic ways your ex did. Mimicking the same toxic traits. Carrying on the same tradition. Now you spread that disease to the next person and ruin their perception of relationships and begin their villain arc. A cold cycle. Now the next person after you thinking, what happened to turn them into a monster? Why they act the way they do? And some people ain't patient enough to try and figure you out, to wait and reprogram your thoughts. They either just leave or match your energy. Now things happen, mistakes are made, but for me, you can mistakenly see yourself out the door. Ain't no way you mistakenly fell on a penis and continued to sit there and then came to your senses. Nah, you can have her.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
There isn't any coming back from that, for me. Before you ladies get into your feelings, yes, that's some double standard shit. Indeed. I think both have their own cons, with some aspects worse than each. But the consequences from cheating could lead to longer repercussions, especially if the other is in love and loves deeply. The long-term effect could be way more serious than being led on, depending on the person's mental state. Either one could cause someone to do something drastic. And I ain't trying to find out. Either way, they both suck. Both are wasting time and causing a
Emotional damage. You want some therapy?
Is it fair for somebody who leads people on to complain about being cheated on?
No.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I can't hear you. Microphone.
That's a hard question. Oh. No. I agree with her, nah.
It's interesting how you word your questions. I think both of them lack a sense of morality and consideration.
Nah, I believe you whatever you put into the world, you get back. So you're gonna lead people on, you get cheated on. You kind of ask for it, you know.
Kind of like karma, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Fair isn't the right word to me. Nothing is fair in this world. Now, it's not right for anyone to get cheated on. Even if that person a grade A POS, I still wouldn't say they should be cheated on. But I'm not mad if karma swings back around and busts them in the head, back into reality. Like, people ever heard of you reap what you sow?
At what age did you first realize that you had the power to influence men using your looks?
Ooh, I think when I was 16.
16?
Yeah.
How were you able to influence them?
I don't know, just by being myself.
Okay, no, I mean, what were you able to influence them to do certain things, or?
Yes, she was.
Yeah, just by me talking to them and being very friendly, they would do things for me without even me giving something back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Of course, she was able to influence them in many ways. That's some power I wouldn't mind having. So I guess men have it in a different way, financially. But it circles right back.
Have you ever led a man on because you enjoyed the attention you received?
Of course she has.
Yes, I have.
Do you believe being in love requires you to be vulnerable?
Yes.
Do I? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, no,
You don't think
we
so?
shouldn't, no.
You shouldn't
Huh.
be vulnerable.
You shouldn't be vulnerable? Okay, a lot of people say yes. I'm just wondering why you think it doesn't, it's not necessary. Like, don't, like, you know, aren't you supposed to just kind of share your deepest, darkest secrets with somebody if you're in love with them? And that's kind of being vulnerable, isn't it?
Oh, that's true. It depends,
Yes,
like what way.
you have to be
Yeah,
vulnerable.
but
I
if
mean-
it's like that way,
Okay.
yeah, you're right.
Do you think you can control who you fall in love with?
No.
No,
Can you control who you lust after?
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think you can control who you fall in love with?
No. No, no.
Do you think you can, do you think, okay,
Vulnerable state.
do you think you can control who you lust after?
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
So if you can't control who you lust after, if you're walking with your boyfriend and another girl walks by and he turns his head, are you gonna get mad at him?
I don't think I would be like seriously like, are you kidding me? I'd just be like, hey,
Okay,
stop.
now-
Unless he acted on it.
Unless he walked over there and
Yeah, and
smacked
was
it.
like,
Okay.
hey, yeah.
Okay, good. We're on the same page. I like that.
Okay. I respect that. I don't believe her, though.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time. Hello?
Man, you hear this bullshit?
It's bullshit. It's political bullshit. Bullshit.
I don't think you can control who you lust after or fall in love with, but to a certain degree, you can guide yourself either to follow that path, whether good or bad, or not. So, with lust, if you like something, you like it. You can control it if you act upon it, though. So if you know you're in a relationship and how you act around certain attractive women or men, limit your time around them or restrain yourself from going to those certain places. Easy. Like for instance, if there's an attractive woman at a gym that you go to and you know how you get, and you're getting more and more excited to see her. Maybe you start going there just to see her. Maybe y'all even start conversing after a while. Maybe she starts feeling you and the attraction builds on both sides now. That's wrong. You shouldn't even started the conversation. You're putting yourself in a predicament you could have avoided easily. Way before then. Seriously though, why put yourself in a position where you're tempted to make the wrong decision? You should have had more forethought, more discipline, more control to either not go during those hours, find another gym, or went with your girl. You can recognize your lust and do something about it, acknowledging it, and then tighten that noose around it, if you want to, if it matters that much. We all experience lust at certain times. It's just how you handle it. Same thing with falling in love. If you're falling in love and you don't think that person is good for you, or you don't know if they're good for you, take a step back, on a romantic level at least. If you're not sure about this person, or if you want to take this next step, figure it out first. Now you can't be 100% all-knowing. No one's sure 24/7. Still, you can let them know your thoughts and be honest the whole time. Be upfront with them so they know what they're getting themselves into. That's all you have to do. Some people get hurt, not unnecessary hurt, but at least you did what you were supposed to do.
When you're in a relationship or on a date, how do you decide if you're going to move fast or move slow?
I think when you're gonna move fast when you know you really like that person, because you're trying to move things faster because you like that person. When you don't really like that person, you go slow.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah, you just go with it.
Okay, so does that mean that if a girl kind of like wants to take her time, is she kind of sending a hint to the guy that she's not all that interested?
It could be, sometimes. It depends.
Not sure if that's true or not, but wow, okay. So if she goes slow, she doesn't like him? If she goes fast? I don't know. But for me, going slow or fast depends on if she has the qualities I want in my future woman, and determining if I see a future with her, if we have a future. So depending on how many of those qualities she possesses, determines how fast I move. If she has a lot of them, I'll probably be applying more pressure. One of the reasons I'll be slower would be because I'm not sure if she has all the qualities there yet. And I want to vet her more. Not because I don't like her. I might like her a lot. But in general, there's usually a stronger sexual connection before a strong emotional bond. It has to build. Obviously, the duration differs between person to person, while the sexual connection, attraction, could be instantaneous. I think that's what people are referring to when they say love at first sight, confusing it with lust at first sight. First, there's a sexual connection that leads to an emotional bond, and I personally never experienced love at first sight myself yet. So I don't know if I believe in it so far. Since how can you fall in love with them without knowing them? It's the physical you see first that attracts you to the person to want to even get to know them. You're lusting over the physical. And I think that's true for all people. Lust that turns into love. Now obviously I'm speaking in a biased perspective. But if anyone could prove me wrong, I welcome the challenge. I'm generalizing now, but I believe men can have a quicker sexual connection, though slower emotional bond, while women usually need an emotional bond to have a stronger sexual connection. Though I'm sure there's cases where people will say they fell in love at first sight, and even been together for years after. Maybe it could be a possibility. Just like there's a possibility someone could be struck by lightning. I guess it depends on if you think it'd be wise to rush. I can't fault people that know exactly what they want and go in 100%. I applaud you. I applaud you. Anyway, just because you take it slow with someone doesn't mean you don't like them, though I can agree that it could be the case with others.
Have you ever led a man on because you enjoyed the attention you received?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you believe being in love requires you to be vulnerable?
Yes.
Yes.
So when a woman leads a man
Absolutely.
on, do you blame the man for making himself vulnerable, or do you blame the woman for taking advantage of his weakness?
The woman.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
When a woman leads a man on, do you blame the man for making himself vulnerable, or do you blame the woman for taking advantage of his weakness?
The woman. The woman.
Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, what is the difference between flirting and teasing?
Yes, you have to be vulnerable to be in love. That's not something someone can argue with, any sane person. But I would blame the woman, just like I would blame the man who took advantage of the woman who was vulnerable.
I feel like teasing is more of a like, you're like, it's kind of unattainable.
Okay.
Flirting is more like mutual.
The way I've heard it explained to me is that flirting has an intention, teasing has a limitation.
Okay,
For example,
true.
if I go to a strip club, right?
Yeah.
Are they flirting or teasing?
Teasing.
They're teasing,
Teasing.
right? Okay. So my question is, does it look any different?
Give me that money.
They look exactly the same, right?
True.
So how would a guy know if a woman's flirting with him or teasing? You said I would, as a guy, I would
Because
know.
like you said though, there's a limit.
Well, right, but I'm saying like you're saying a guy should be able to tell if a girl is interested
That's
or not.
how I feel.
Well, no, I get that. But I'm saying if teasing and flirting look exactly the same, how do I know if a woman has an intention or if she's just teasing me?
True.
I'm just saying it's very easy. It's very easy to get led on because you don't know if they're teasing or flirting. Teasing can lead to getting led on.
True.
Flirting can lead to a relationship.
True. Okay, you got me there.
Are the strippers teasing me or are they flirting with me?
They're teasing you.
They're teasing me, right? Right. Because they're not interested in dating me. They're interested in, the attention and stuff. Right. Getting my money and stuff, right? So, my question is, how would a guy know if a woman is flirting with him or teasing him?
I feel like you know.
What signs should a man look for?
You don't.
Because they look exactly the same.
She don't even know.
So how can a guy? What should a guy look for if he's afraid of being led on?
Direct question.
I feel like when someone's teasing you, like you don't know the outcome. When you're flirting, it's like mutual, and you're like, oh, like we could like hook up. We could. Yeah, that's true. Teasing, you're like, yeah, like you said, it's like you have a goal, you have an end game plan.
Teasing. They're both similar. Like, really similar. Like, you don't know until one of the either reaps the benefits. Even flirting can be just a pointless act with no attention. Now, both can obviously lead to something, as both have some kind of intention behind it, whether it's attention or a relationship. But it's more likely that teasing, like they said, is more unattainable, while flirting has potential in it. Where you guys are trying to figure out where it leads to. So flirting can lead to something short or long term, while teasing has no destination.
So when you first meet a guy, how do you decide if he's going to be a friend or more than a friend? And more importantly, when do you decide? Because it's often said a woman will know right away.
Right away. I feel like on the first day when I get to know that person, it depends on the personality. If that person's nice or that person's acting. I think it's all about energy too, because you can feel it.
Energy, energy, energy. I would say emotional connection and sexual chemistry. If you don't have both, at least those two. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Not getting past the finish line.
What is the number one thing you don't understand about women?
Why they don't understand that they were made for man.
Interesting, okay. How were they made for men?
Because God said so.
So you're going by the biblical, like the Garden of Eden, Eve was...
by God.
Okay. So if you're going by that, then wasn't the first sin committed by a woman?
Oops.
Yes, I suppose.
Interesting, yeah, because Eve ate the apple, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually a fig, but...
Oh, okay.
This guy is hammered. Like one wrong step, and this guy might be meeting Adam and Eve himself. Boy. And it was never stated to be an apple. It was never named. Look at this guy's face. Just look at him. He's so happy with himself. He thought he said the greatest thing in mankind. Philosopher. He gotta be a philosopher. Like, just look at him. This is the face of a man who knows he just saved mankind. Words of truth. Like, he just said something so profound. We're all saved now. This guy's amazing. He knows. He has the equation. Equation of life.
Do you think women are more attracted to masculine or feminine men?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Sometimes feminine.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
Okay, all right, for each of you. What's attractive?
Wait a minute. I didn't pay attention close enough, but while listening to the playback, she just said she likes to dominate. From the context of the video, It seems like she likes to dominate feminine men. I still don't know what team she plays for. She might even secretly like her friend. I'm not saying I don't like when a woman could take control in certain aspects or certain situations of our relationship. Yeah, baby, take that controller. Do your thing. Have fun. Make Poppy proud. But I think her and I have very different ideas of what that looks like. And all I'm thinking about now is whoever she's seen with after the interview, especially if it's a guy. We all know now, he wearing a skirt while she wearing the strap on.
What is attractive about a man in touch with his masculinity?
Being like very protective. I like that when they're very protective of the
Okay,
girl.
just out of curiosity, is jealousy a turn on or a turn off for you?
It depends. If it's too much, it's a turn on.
So what's the difference between protecting your woman and being possessive?
Well, telling me what to wear and what I cannot wear. I'm gonna wear whatever I want.
Okay, let me ask you this. When single women dress sexy and wear makeup, are they seeking attention?
No.
Yes.
What are they doing?
We just want to look good for ourselves.
So they're dressing for themselves, okay.
Yes, we love
So
it.
tell me this, if women are out
Lies.
dressing for themselves, why do you often see women walking around in uncomfortable shoes and skimpy outfits when it's freezing cold outside? Are those women dressing for themselves? Because wouldn't they be comfortable if they were dressing for themselves?
Yeah, but they want to look good. So yes, they're still doing it. They want to risk it.
So do they want attention or are they...
No, they depends. Some want attention, some don't.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, that's fine.
The chick on the left is kind of irritating. Sometimes feminine. Like seriously, you don't even believe what you're saying. Get out of here with that stupidity. Like she looks like she's the type who just has to be the opposite. Like, yo, the sky's blue. No, it's purple. Ladies, be careful who y'all allow in y'all circle. Women like this is poison. And you'll end up corrupted just like her after a while. Like the other one. Because she isn't that much better. She has potential, but just says whatever she feels at that moment. And you can see how quickly it changes. She's fickle-minded. She's too easily influenced. For a moment, I thought she was on track. Her mind was working overtime. Then she started to malfunction, saying abort, abort, abort. It makes too much sense. I have to deny. They both look like they can't be honest worth a damn. No truth comes from their lips. Now the difference between protective and possessiveness. Protective is, hey baby, if you wear that skin-tight dress that pulls up every time you walk and exposes your butt cheeks, leaving no room to the imagination, more men will be trying to seek your attention and possibly put you in a bad predicament where that would leave me to have to protect you and possibly put me in danger with the violent charge, going to jail or end up in the hospital or worse. So do me a favor and don't wear that, since I like to enjoy the night without unnecessary drama. Can you do that for me? I appreciate it. While possessive is, hey baby, no one deserves to see even your armpit. Even your armpit. So can you wear a sweater in this 90-degree weather with boots so I could feel more secure? Thanks. Thanks for watching part 1 of my video. 2 is complicated. Rules of modern dating and understanding women. Shout out to It's Complicated for the reaction video. My camera died right before I was going to end it, so I just recorded the rest from my mic. So if you want more content like this, relationships, anime, or daily life, or updates on my upcoming novels I've been writing, come check me out again. Speaking of chapters, I'm about to write a new chapter in my own life's book. I'm excited for my next stage in life. If y'all don't know yet, I went to the Philippines, and it was a dope experience. To the point, I'm going back. Going back to the PH. So if you want to see and keep up with my journey from here, you know the US, back to the Philippines, stay tuned as I prepare. This is one of the reasons I got the camera, was to document things like this. I have a lot of plans for this channel, especially when I get back to the PH. So I thought I might as well start now. Thanks for watching the Daily Dose of Dricks. Hopefully you got your fix. And remember, it's that DOPE. So holla when you see me, I'm gone.